Right now, crypto millionaires are using this one secret strategy to literally print millions of dollars, and no one is actually paying attention. In this video, I will tell you what exactly they are doing, why this works, and how you can actually replicate to literally print money from thin air. The pocket of time for the application of this strategy is really short, and for most of the assets out there, it's already gone. I will show you the ones that you will be still able to apply to at this stage. As usual, the best golden nuggets are at the end, so make sure you stick around. Without further ado, let's start. What is the strategy I want to talk to you about, you might say? This is the same strategy that actually made me $400,000 in a certain point of time. If I would just have had this loan, this strategy would make me $1 million from initials of just only $20,000. And it didn't have to, reposition, buy into different things, constantly follow the market. Nah, I would just have to do one action that I pretty much did and just wait and do nothing. Unfortunately, I failed at the action of doing nothing. But I also redone this strategy with a different asset in some time, which actually printed $300,000 of profit at that time, right? And if I would just have held, I would also be $1 million in profit, and I did not. $2 million lost because the second part of the strategy was not implemented correctly by me. And what is the strategy? You might actually have a question. What is this thing? The strategy is longing meme coins out there, which is one of the most profitable things you can only be doing. You can see this video that was actually published on March 6th. I had $200,000 of profit on my Pepe loan, right? With some amounts realized as well, right? So it was just me taking some profit out of this position already as well. You can also check out Bond Guy sharing something a year ago in March. He had $13 million of profits on his loan of a Bond coin. No one is longing meme coins. No one is actually doing that. And if you're doing it with conservative leverage in the first place, you can catch insane entries. Many people are 6 figures and 7 figures in profits through the current run, for the things that are happening currently, right now. And this is also the amount of percentages that essentially Bond Guy got, right? Something very interesting that we can see currently as well. Bond Guy is actually up $5 million in profit for Farcoin loan. Farcoin right now is about $1.2, so he should actually probably be up closer to $6 million. And this guy is very famous for holding his loans, right? He was saying something that he actually paid $1.8 million in fund, which is pretty insane. Here he is also sharing Popcat loan, right? Which he actually was $500,000 in profit on, right? You can see it right here. And the question you might have, what is with this loan at this stage? Is he holding it? Is he making money? And ask yourself as well, how much money you actually made with the market bounce, right? This guy, even on his Popcat loan, he's probably up currently because Popcat is higher 30% at these levels as well, right? Than here. He's probably up closer to $700,000, $800,000 out there. This is a strategy that works for many. This is a strategy that works for pretty much best participants on this market, the more skilled ones, because market's still kind of set up in this old way. No one wants to fucking loan meme coins. Everyone thinks wow, meme coins are so crazy and you want to apply leverage on them. Nah, it's the most profitable thing you can actually be doing with these things. I would be longing way more meme coins, to be honest, if there were loan leverage available for them, specifically middle level meme coins on Ethereum, right? And today, what I will be sharing, what I will be doing, I will be going through top meme coins available on leverage as well. There would be some picks you actually don't know about. You would be quite shocked about them, right? I will tell you where are the entry points. I will tell you what are actually good leverage loans for which meme coins at this stage, right? First of them is bread. I famously was buying $150,000 of bread back around the first dumpage of bread. It's very famous loan and the whole market actually knows about it, right? I was $150,000 leverage loan bread and the price was constantly going down and I was decreasing leverage. And at that point, if I would actually cap the loan, I would be $1 million in profit. Unfortunately, I closed the loan somewhere around these levels in $300,000 profit. You can find it on the channel. If you don't believe into the shit, let me know in the comments. I will find it for you and I will share it in the next video. video, right? So the question you might have currently is, yeah, Stan, you're so cool, you were long in these things, you could have been $1 million in profit, but what about now? How I can make money now? And I can tell you that I was screaming for multiple times for this deep at $250 million. I was saying, man, it's such a great loan leverage on bread at this stage. Just enter this loan, just forget about everything, you just won the cycle right away. Did I do it myself? Of course fucking not. Despite the fact I had multiple thoughts that were downloaded into my brain from the field and from the higher self, just screaming at me, fucking loan leverage bread. And then it jumped to like 350 million, then it jumped for 400 million, and the train kinda left the station already, right? So whether or not you should be a long leverage bread at this stage. It's a very, very interesting question because we are at the core resistance level for a range of assets out there. If you check out altcoins, like some of them, like Farcoin, for example, they're way above, right? But it's just the strong assets. Sui is something that is pumping like crazy. It's also above that levels, right? But a range of older assets, they're just at the crazy resistance area at this stage. To be honest, it's quite hard. Like longing the resistance is the worst thing that you can be doing. Everyone was longing the resistance, including me, back essentially in the start of December when we had like insane drop. In that drop, I lost $300,000, which was like probably around 100K of my own money and 200K profit that I was able to generate in that short period of time, right? In that 2 weeks essentially. So this is exactly the same situation. And right now, believe me, a lot of people actually long leveraging this resistance. And the last thing you should be doing is long leveraging resistance, right? And there are very, very few cases in this universe when long leverage resistance actually was turning out into something great. May this be this case, like today, may people that who are long leverage resistance currently be eventually right? It can be, just because of the fact all of the market was fucked heavily in the last several months. It was bearish. Bunch of people are sidelined. Bunch of people are still like making fun of the current bounce and they're saying, well, nothing is happening. It will all go down. It might go down. But will it revisit the lows that it printed? I don't think so. And this is like a huge amount of fucking cope happening around this situation, right? So if you want to long leverage bread right now, I would suggest just only enter with 2x, like maximum 3x leverage out there, right? You might enter with high leverage and kind of hedge yourself with a short at the same time, just to make sure that you won't be losing too much if the market will be turning back down. But I'm telling you 100%, there's so many fucking people actually shorting this thing at this stage, 100%. And shorting like most of the assets on this market, like Popcat, they're shorting the shit out of these assets because they are seeing the resistance at this level. So I'm talking quite a lot about bread. The ideal entry for this long is already fucking missed. So you should wait. The market will present other opportunities. Popcat, Bond guys mentioned he's up probably close to $700,000-$800,000 on his Popcat long at this stage. And the question you might have, Stan, should I fucking long this thing at this stage? My reply would probably not. The situation is very, very similar to bread at this stage. We had the core resistance at this level, and I'm telling you, hundreds of thousands of fucking traders that actually shorten and looking to short this thing, because the same way as memes are the best things to long, at certain points in the market, they're also the best things to short, right? Imagine like guys shorting Pepe from $12 billion. Well, it's still not as glorious as longing Pepe with 20K and 3x leverage from $450 million in market cap as I did, and having 400,000 profits 3 weeks later. That's not that glorious. Yeah, something that I did is definitely more fucking glorious than just shorting Pepper from $12 billion, right? But still, I won't suggest you to be entering longs on Popcat, very, very similar to situation on bread. Even if you would be looking into shorting something, I would even look more into Popcat, into shorting Popcat in comparison to shorting bread. I do believe that Popcat actually might be weaker. So the next thing I have is actually Neiro, which is first Neiro on Ethereum. It's printing exactly the same chart as most of these assets out there. So also facing certain resistance. I would say it's slightly weaker in this recovery. And this is Chinese Neiro, right? So it's very important. We have two Neiros. We have Chinese Neiros and we have the USA Neiro, the Western Neiro, right? This is the Chinese one. Chinese one is at $100 million in market cap. And I would say since this thing actually did not reach the resistance that most of the assets actually have reached, it might still have some space in the tank, right? So for short-term loan, or if, for example, you believe that the market will just continue from these levels, longing this thing might actually be better at this stage, just because of the fact like it was lagging, right? Just because of the fact that from the long point of view, it might be quite alright from these levels. Next thing is just insane. To be honest, like actually had a long on this opened somewhere around the bottom, probably like here, but I think it got liquidated because it was like 1k on 10x leverage or something like this. I was just longing to make sure that like new lows won't be created. I probably need to check that exchange account, right? Because I was doing it to get access to the group of some guy who actually blocked me on X, but then I figure out he's blocking everyone, right? So absolutely insane run. This is, I believe, one of the main reasons of why Chinese Neiro is actually not performing well or lagging, because this Neiro, which is the Cable USA Neiro, actually did 4x, even more than 4x since the bottom, which is insane. Obviously, like it's manipulated as shit. Like all these things that are on this chart, it probably was like a giant short squeeze out there. This is something that we have seen. It's a question if there would be a real demand on the marketplace for this one. If you would ask me, would I long it from these levels? Nah. This situation actually reminds me the short squeeze on Mavia that we have seen. And Mavia, by the way, was the best short of this cycle. Maybe it will be the best long of this cycle. We'll see, right? So this thing also reaches like core resistances at this stage. And I would say that this one actually should be pretty nice fucking short, right? But also understand that a lot of people are thinking about that. So I won't be shorting this with a high leverage as well, right? Moving further, two picks that I think are actually quite nice in terms of the longs at this stage. And I think that you might actually be able to long it since these levels as well. When I missed the long for Brett, my second long idea was essentially Peanut. And Crash, the guy behind Brett, he was talking about this one a lot. But I also have seen from some other guys, similar type of takes that I kind of also admire. These guys, for example, they called, I think, Troll or Wizard at like 250k, right? So they pretty much know this fucking game, right? And Peanut is also not that high from the lows. It's just up 50%. For a meme coin is fucking nothing, right? And it's definitely not at the same core resistance that most of the assets are showing around there. Most of the assets, they are at the core resistance, I think of 13th of April or something, or maybe like March. Yeah, like, so it probably should still have some movement in the tank in terms of this thing, right? And I do believe this actually might be a pretty nice one. But also I would suggest to only enter this one with low leverage at this stage. And with memes, to be honest, like you don't need high leverage anyway, right? But yeah, ideally, obviously, if you're longing like from the bottom with high leverage, if you long something like Farcoin from the bottom with high leverage, it's pretty fucking insane. Like this thing did 6x from the bottoms. And I do believe even like the move on Farcoin from 1 million to 1.2, to be honest, was just short squeeze. When I'm thinking about that, I do really think that like move from 1 to 1.2 million was 100% short squeeze because so many people wanted to short it. Yeah, it's at 1.1 million, so it got people stopped out, it got them liquidated, but I do believe right now, especially if the market will reverse, this thing will not be doing that well. It should be correcting. Last but not least, so the reason I'm sharing this thing is actually Momo on Solana, and most of you will say, man, like, why the fuck are you showing this shit coin? Like, it's not available for leverage. And it actually is. You can actually long it on Bybit or short it on Bybit with a pretty nice size, if you would fucking ask me, right? So this thing, I would only recommend to enter maybe like with 1.5 leverage or something. I was probably opening more than 5 longs on this thing during this downtrend. Some of them I got liquidated on. Some of them, they went profit. I was setting stop loss in the break even and they were fucking always touching my stop loss. So this thing is manipulated as shit. If you would be in profits on this thing and if you actually would enter this long, just don't set your stop loss. Just leave all the margin there. Yeah, no, it hurts. You want to make your capital more effective. I know it hurts. Just fucking leave it there. The bet here is that this is like the mascot of the bull market and it will return. All that through some private channels, I was able to figure out that the original team essentially left the project, right? So that's definitely not something ideal at this stage. At the same time, you might say that it kind of follows the market. So it's up 50% from the bottoms as well. And it's a low cap, right? It's very, very low, right? So if you would essentially leverage on it, it should be receiving nice movement. So with low caps, why I like low caps is because they don't even need to outperform in order for you to feel nice on leverage because they're just fucking low caps. Just additional liquidity inflows into the space. It pumps them so much that you actually don't need them to outperform. You receive crazy percentages because they're just fucking low cap. It's fucking easy. Just imagine like someone is putting like 500k into Mumu, into fucking Mumu and Sol and into Peanut, for example. Peanut will probably like do maybe like 30-40%. Fucking Mumu, it will start to like crawl in his grave like fucking crazy. easy. It will do like several X's. And guess what? All these several X's, they will be counted on leverage, right? Because leverage, what's important is not the movement into market cap, is the fucking change in the percentage, baby. Change in the fucking percentage, baby. So this is pretty much it. This is the list of crazy insane strategy, right? I think I was actually sharing it a year ago as well. And Bond guy is definitely the one who is like doing it very, very well. But if we are getting reversal, the main focus of your life, if you're getting reversal, the main focus of your life, each fucking breath you take, each fucking piece of food you did, each fucking time you jerked off, each fucking time you actually took a dump should be leading to this moment of time when on the upcoming market correction, if we are getting one, and I do think we should be getting one around Sunday and Monday, as it was usual before this weekend. That's why we're pumping, because we did not have the dump on Sunday, Monday, and everyone thought we'd have the dump. All of the actions of your life, each and every second, you got some air into your lungs. It should be dedicated. It should be like the result of all of it should be you sitting in the midst of this correction and thinking, what fucking meme coin I should full port loan with low leverage at this stage? Full port loan, you don't fucking need anything else. Do you think Bond guy needed to sit in the trenches and check out after all the new trends, check out like what to buy and things like that? Fucking nah. He had $18 million in profits in March. Fucking nah. He did not have to do anything, right? And that's, to be honest, the position I want you to be in. Hope you want me to be in the same position. Thank you very much for watching this one. Stay healthy and rich, and I shall be seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.